Hi everyone, it's time to announce the winner of the free 3-question reading. I've got everyone's names logged into this wheel of names here of everyone who commented specifically about the type of readings that they wanted to see or what they enjoyed. So I'm going to give the wheel a spin and let's see who the winner is. So Cassie, Ashley, Sora, congratulations, you are the winner. You have 1 week to email me. If you can email me before next Friday, Australian time, to claim your reading. The email address is in the description of the video below. Congratulations for winning. I'm really looking forward to doing your free 3-question reading for you. And everyone, I will be doing another giveaway soon, so stay tuned and there'll be plenty more chances to win. Hi, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for June 22nd to the 28th. So I'm going to start here by drawing your oracle cards and seeing what your overarching theme or message is for the week. Just give them a shuffle. Gemini, if you don't want to stay on for the card pull, please do use the timestamp, which I'll just put in the video description below. Generally, I don't say much about the oracle cards as they come out, but I do start to piece together the message. The message starts coming through once we get your tarot cards coming out. So you might want to stay on for that bit. You don't have to. I'm going to take that top one there, Sita, beautiful. If the cards come out in big stacks, Gemini, I generally don't take them. I kind of like that 1 or 2 card direct flip or fall. That really feels like it's the clear card and message coming through for me. So I'm just picking you another oracle card here for Gemini, please. Message for June 22nd to the 28th. Gemini, June 22nd to the 28th. That one doesn't want to go in, so we'll take this one. Protection, call your power back, cut the sword, soul retrieval. Interesting. Let's see how that might be shaping up with the message that comes through from your tarot cards. Okay, I'm going to start pulling the first card, which is for the position of recent past. Energies that might be leaving, completing or transitioning in your life at the moment. What you're journeying, what's the key theme or life lesson. 8 of Wands, some of you might be getting a message or communication this week. Could indicate swift change. For others it could be the arrows of love. Let's see how this plays out. Pulling the current or focus energy now. For Gemini, we will get clarifiers for each of these as well, Gemini, which can change the message. Current or focus energies, please, for Gemini, June 22nd to the 28th. Don't know if I'm just a good shuffler today, Gemini, but the cards are coming out slower, so it's either my shuffling or the cards are a little reluctant to talk. It's been a theme. That one's poking out. Page of Wands. Okay, so we have that 8 of Wands pointing towards the Page of Wands, who is also, you know, a messenger. Could be a message coming through from a Page of Wands. Could be a passionate offer. Let's see what else comes out. Can we have the outcome, near future energy for Gemini, please? That one wants to be seen. The Moon. Okay. Intuition, maybe truth, secrets coming to light. Let's get the clarifiers. First of all, I'd like to clarify the 8 of Wands that came straight out, and it's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh wow, interesting guys. Swift luck change here coming in. Page of Wands, let's get the clarifier for that, please. I'm going to take that one over there. The Universe, The huge energies there, guys. That's the same as the world energy. So I really feel that there is a big cycle completing here so that you can explore new territory. And it's a divine timing, predestined for that to unfold. Let's clarify the Moon. 4 of Swords. Yeah, okay, some of you might need to take a bit of a pause to recalibrate, to integrate. Alright, I might just get one more from the Rider-Waite for that last position, and then we'll read these cards. Just one more, please, for the Moon. and Four of Swords. Some of you might need to be moving away from an energy that you don't feel is being completely honest or truthful with you. That might be why we've got the Protection Oracle card here. Too many. One more, please. For the Moon, Four of Swords combination. Hanged Man. Yeah. Something about maybe information that has been withheld, and there's a sense of maybe that is the key for moving forward in something. Alright, just let me straighten these up and I'll be straight back to the Gemini. Okay Gemini, let's read the cards here. Starting with your Oracle cards, you have Sita. Now this goddess actually comes out quite a lot at the moment. Now Sita is the goddess of devotion and loyalty, and it says here that you have devoted your entire self, your entire person to a project, maybe someone else, and your loyalty cannot be questioned. So it really sounds like you've put like all of your, heart and effort into something, and you really are that loyal, devoted energy. So it says here, you've displayed selfless devotion, and this is one of the most holy things you can do in serving those you love and serving the divine. So that's an interesting energy there. And we have Protection, call back your power, cut the records, soul retrieval. So some of you may need to protect yourself energetically this week. Cutting the cords can just be, disconnecting from, not only just from people, but from situations, workplaces, all of those kind of things when there has been a big completion. Obviously we've got the universe energy here. Even if it wasn't necessarily like a bad experience, we can still kind of stay connected energetically. And I always have this theory that when we stay energetically connected to something else, then it takes up that space where we could be calling in the new. And there is a little bit of that stuck energy here towards the end of the reading, so it could be really important to call your power back, to step into that kind of manifest energy and release or the things that are no longer needed. And what can that look like, guys? Well, maybe just mentally moving on from it. Might need to have a little bit of distance from previous colleagues or whatever it may be, just until you kind of step into the next stage of your life. Or obviously if it's a relationship situation, you might want to actually not have some contact for a while. So that's just some examples of what it could look like to cut that cord. Okay Gemini, here in your recent past position, what's leaving, completing or transitioning, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. So some of you may have got a message or communication that has come in for you in the past that has somehow changed your luck. Now timing's fluid, guys. Sometimes this might be still coming in for some of you, but the kind of message that the Eight of Wands can bring in, look, it can be something that kind of comes through social media, through the airwaves, electronic communication. It could be somebody traveling as well. But it can indicate that this message could have brought a sudden change to your life, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, which also can be sudden change, sudden luck change as well. The Wheel of Fortune has a sense of divine timing and destiny, saying that maybe there is a change either that's already happened or that you're on the threshold of, and you're really going to enter a whole new chapter of your life, because we've got the universe or the world card coming up, which talks about huge karmic completion and the beginning of a new cycle in your life. And the Wheel of Fortune is also a card that talks about life lessons and cycles. So some of you may have the awareness this week that in a situation that you're in currently, you've learned what you've needed to learn from it, and it's time to quickly and swiftly, pack up and move on to the next big thing. That's what I'm seeing here. So it could be you actually making a really sudden change in your life. I think, that the Eight of Wands can be that the areas of passion or love for some people. I don't really see this as a love reading, but we do have the Page of Wands here, so some of you could be receiving a passionate offer to move forward, and that could be your big change here. But I think it's a little bit more like higher level and metaphoric than that, this reading. So in your current or focused energies, you've got the Page of Wands and the Universe. So this is interesting because this says to me, Gemini, that you are getting ready to explore a new chapter of your life, a new sense of exploring new territory, maybe getting back your passion, your purpose, your enthusiasm for life again. That's what I always think about when I see the Page of Wands. And there's a sense for some of you that you might have been through a patch where, you know, you did feel a little bit stuck, or that there wasn't a lot of opportunity. You know, the Page of Wands stands in the desert, that kind of space in between. Some of you might have felt for a while that you've kind of been in between chapters and you're not too sure how it's going to unfold. That can be that feeling of when we kind of, you know, the world energy is kind of like it being in that space in between where we're just about to take that jump through the hoop into the next big chapter, the next big phase. But sometimes there's kind of like that, a little bit of lamenting the past of what we might be releasing in order to do that as well. The universe or the world energy is the last card in the tarot deck that does say that, you know, you have arrived and you are victorious because you've completed some kind of karmic contract or lesson, and that's just amplified there with the Wheel of Fortune. So I think you're moving, you know, away from a karmic contract completed and into a whole new period of your life where you're getting ready to explore new terrain again. And the little 3 sand dunes down here, that's just that nod to manifesting new beginnings. You know, what are you going to create now? And it's about getting into the place where you can take the inspired action, because he holds the Ace of Wands there, to move forward. And it's about whatever you choose to do, Gemini, you know, make it something that you're really passionately connected to, that's on purpose for you in your life. Now this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, potentially someone younger as well. That could be the person that you've received this message from for some of you. And that message could either be you know, like I mentioned before, I'm not going to rule out, you know, a passionate offer on the romance front, or just something that really lights you up or is connected to an opportunity that is on purpose for you. So I'll be interested to find out, you know, what that has been or what that is for some of you as it unfolds. Okay, so in your near future outcome here, interesting little combo. We've got the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, and the Moon. So the Four of Swords can kind of talk about, or it does talk about, not kind of, sorry guys, I'm sounding very waffly there. The Four of Swords is about taking a momentary pause in order to get your strategy together to move forward, right? And that's kind of what the Hanged Man is doing as well. But the Hanged Man has a sense of maybe it's been a bit more of a moment. And the Hanged Man is hanging from the tree of knowledge, waiting to have all the information or the insight in order to make a really good you know, decision or strategic move forward, basically. And what's interesting is that the Moon energy can be, it can actually be, you know, secrets or deceptions or things happening behind the scenes or the undercurrents and things like that. So some of you might have felt that you were dealing with either a person or a situation like that where everything wasn't quite as it seems, or not everything was revealed, and you're kind of waiting, you know, for that truth to come to light, to get all the information. You're kind of being a bit of the detective, and it's when you sort of have those last pieces that you're going to have that aha moment, that light bulb's going to, you know, go off, and, you know, then you're going to be able to make that final decision on how to move forward into this next chapter. And it could be related to that message, guys. So the Hanged Man can also indicate that there's something that needs to be released, accepted or surrendered to in order to begin this new chapter. This could be the thing that needs to be released in order to step through into that new karmic chapter that we see there in the universe energy. So ask yourself, is there anything that you need to release? You know, maybe it's something from your shadow side with the Moon energy there. You know, it could be hurt over a deception as well, or somebody that wasn't really truthful with you, whether that was in work or romance. That's both possible with the Moon card. But the Moon card is also a card of deep intuition and just making sure that you're listening to that. And if you feel that somebody's not giving you all the information or the full picture, then call your power back, you know, protect yourself, cut the cords and move on if that's what you feel that you can do. The Four of Swords also talks about, you know, healing any hurts, because it's got the link to the Three of Swords over to the side. And, you know, so some of you might be taking that time to really sort of reflect and heal some of those last pieces of heartbreak before you move on. And it's interesting because in the Four of Swords, we always see the 3 swords separated from 1 sword. So there could be some healing from hurts and heartbreak, deception, that kind of thing, or endings and disappointments that you've been through in that last cycle. But then there's the Ace of Swords over here. And Ace of Swords can be that clarity, that truth, that vision, or communication from what's coming through here from that Page of Wands or that Eight of Wands. It's that truth, that vision, that communication, that clarity that sets you free, that shines through, you know, slices or shines through, you know, the half light of the moon. That kind of as a metaphor, you know, it's the Ace of Swords that can cut the tie that the Hanged Man has. It's that truth that sets him free, that allows him to accept a situation for what it is and surrender to what is unfolding now, which is looking like, you know, maybe a karmic completion and the beginning of a new chapter. So that's what I'm seeing here, Gemini. It is more of a higher level message. You'll know how it fits for you. I think you can read it in a few different ways. Obviously there with a big cycle ending and something else beginning, making sure you've got all the information to move forward, protecting yourself as you may need to, and looking out for what could be a fiery messenger this week. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind I'm reading for a collective. That's why the message is higher level and may not always be your message. If it's not, don't make it fit. Leave me a comment. I do love reading them all and I try and reply to them all. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.